It was very devastating. So it's a good time for them to re-engage. And so we were going over adaptogens and all kinds of stuff. So I want to get him plugged in here.
The link is the same every week.
Right.
Okay. To get in here, so you can share that link and they can get in. The thing is they have to be admitted in as we go along. So we need to know who they are.
We normally will admit anybody, because occasionally Fred will invite somebody new, but we haven't had any problem with anybody trying to get in on our meeting. Super secret discussions here.
Fred does have a thing about wanting them to have their video on and their name exposed so that anybody that's in the room knows their name.
Yeah. So just coach them to put their name on their Zoom account.
Okay.
And have their video on when they come into these meetings.
Yeah. All righty.
And hello,
hey, Robin.
Hi.
Hey, Robin.
How you doing, everybody?
Good.
And we haven't had a chance. Fred hasn't joined us yet, but I don't know, Ernest, you were here first before we even were, so I apologize for that. Normally people don't sign in very early, so we don't even sign on too much ahead of time. But we're just coming out of the virtual celebration, so. Ernest, do you want to share a takeaway or share any thoughts? Did you get a chance to look at it?
I did. It was very exciting. I enjoyed every minute of it. I think my biggest takeaway was I really got engaged with the breakout on the commission. That was very educational for me and very motivational because I've spent a lot of time just kind of working on personal growth and being the person that I'm looking for and all that good stuff. And that compensation breakout just kind of gave me a bigger picture. And Fred kind of got me excited too. Last week we were talking about, just get 10 and create that $1,000 and just spin off from that and getting in there and listening to exactly how, you really want to run a business with compensation, because with that knowledge, it gives me a little different posture when I'm talking with people. Not that I'm going to obviously go into the commission plan with them, but it motivates me to, have that knowledge in the background to realize what I'm trying to create with my business and for them. So that was my biggest takeaway.
Yeah, well, and just what Barbie was saying when we first started is that, she re-engaged with a former leader, and since they've talked, their life situation has changed drastically. They've lost most of their income, so it's a perfect opportunity to re-engage. And hello, Fred, welcome. And we were just getting started, and Ernest was really the only one that got a chance to share anything about the virtual celebration, but go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Oh, sure.
Does that surprise you? No. I would will all of the sessions be on that same site that at least for the week, so we can catch ones we didn't catch?
Till August 31st.
Oh, yay. Because then, okay. Thank you.
So then you can also have some of your new people review them.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Guys, just carry on. You're already doing what I had planned to do, was to see, I had a challenge on Saturday. I would have had a challenge anyway later in the afternoon, but my Saturday gal didn't make it in, and so there was a lot I did not catch. Because Barbie gets this. I got to stay ahead of the chores.
Yeah.
Okay? I got hell to pay. And so, I was curious to hear. I actually did hear, Ernest, the compensation presentation breakout session, or a good portion of it. I thought that was an excellent job the gal did. Simplifying it, giving a bigger picture, making it something that was believable, achievable. That's a key.
Achievable.
Yeah. when we're talking to people, and you guys have been around long enough, you've heard me say this a million times. I always default back to the original training that I got, which was way more concepts and techniques, real simple. Whatever it is we're saying, we want people to walk away going, I think that'll work, or looks simple, looks like it'll work. I think I can do it. Okay. Looks simple, looks like it'll work. I think I can do it. And if we can do that, then all we got to, if we're good at delivering that message, then all we got to do is deliver that message enough till we find the people that want what we got. What do we got? Incredible company, incredible products, an opportunity to create, long-term residual income, to have, financial freedom, independence, control our life. I mean, who doesn't want that? Right? Or
I already
conversely.
signed up for next year, and the whole thing for me, it was timely. I'm excited. I have that same level of excitement when I started into ZJ. I'm just going to work it smarter, but I'm ready to go, and I've started. So we'll see what happens.
Hey,
Donna,
Donna,
you're starting from a different place, Barbie. You're starting from a place of having done it before. So you can bring that knowledge and work smarter.
That's my goal. Smarter.
You bring up something very interesting. Okay. Barbie, despite anything that you feel you're lacking in terms of knowledge, experience, skill sets, whatever, here's what you're taking into the game. You already done this. I mean, right?
Yeah, I can do this. I know I can.
Well, you've already done it.
DNA now. You've done it. It's in your DNA.
Yeah.
I was out of the game for, I think it was like 9 years between the previous company and ZJ. And honestly, it took a little while to make that decision to get involved with ZJ after I'd gone through the process of being prospected and all that kind of stuff, third-party validation, what have you. And really, it took a little while to figure out, was it the right deal? It was the right deal. Took longer to figure out, was I right? Was the right timing for me? Because I know that it takes time. It takes consistency. You got to be willing to do the deal on a regular, daily basis, consistent activity over a prolonged period of time. But what I didn't have to worry about was, did I know how to do the deal? I'd already done the deal. Okay. And so, Barbie, rest on that. Don't worry about all the other stuff. I mean, honestly, Barbie, I'm sure that we had times in the early days where I had to explain to you what double click meant.
I distinctly remember times where I sat in my car crying, talking to you because I was so frustrated. And you would tell me, you'd say, Barbie, I already told you that. And I would say, I know, but I don't understand what you said. And here we are.
Is
All
double
right,
clicking
so
still a thing?
I'm sorry?
Is double clicking still a thing?
I do not teach double click or right click anymore. Okay, I don't. Sorry. So anyway, Ernest, kudos for sharing a little bit about that breakout session, because I'm in alignment with that. I what I heard of what she said, and I'm hoping, I don't know when it's going to be, 4 o'clock in the morning or midnight, I'm going to be able to get back to, reviewing all that stuff somehow, some way. I'm going to try and do it. So I could take some notes and that sort of thing. Because she did say a couple of phrases that I thought were very, very good, to deliver to somebody. And honestly, an awful lot of what I've done all my career in this industry, especially the first and second time around, I cheated. Okay. I took the words that the successful people were saying, and I learned how to deliver them.
Copy paste. Copy paste.
That's it. More computer talk. I don't worry too much about understanding it all. Okay. What I knew was they were saying that this was how they were dressing. You guys have heard this story. I used to take notes before I knew what I was supposed to take notes on. I'd be taking notes on how the fellows at the front of the room were dressed, what their suits look like, what their shoes look like, what were the ties look like, because I had no idea how to dress for success. I mean, raised by a single mom, I was lucky to show up dressed, right? Let alone, how to tie a tie and that sort of thing. Seriously, people, give me a freaking break.
Or being the surfer guy that you are, that you showed up with shoes.
Exactly.
And so, that used to be my line.
Or
Hey,
pants.
I got formal attire, wearing socks and underwear.
And pants.
Yeah,
Long
TMI. So, okay, so Ernest, you delivered a little bit of feedback on that. What other breakout sessions were there? Because I'm sure everybody didn't get every one. You may not have the time to go back to them all. If somebody pick another one. Pick one that you listened to that you liked. Nobody listened to them?
Oh, no, I was allowing others to join in. I think Robin may have something to contribute.
Well, I don't know. She's out there in the woods, and I'm waiting for Smokey Bear to show up behind her.
The bear is right up the hill. No, I listened to the 12 o'clock session this afternoon, and boy, those are really good too. They continue on the rest of the week at noon Eastern time, and they are wonderful. It was a little bit longer than an hour and very motivational. Covered a lot of ground, and there were a lot of great scripts today. Simple ones. There were probably 8 or 10 of them for different phases of people and different familiarities, amounts of people, but some really good simple lines.
And where was that, Robin?
That's
That was
Grow
the
Week.
yes, on Grow Week. Let's see.
I'm still trying to get all these things together, and to where to go to get those things.
Okay.
You got an email that has the link.
Yeah, that's live, right? Through the 2nd through the 7th.
Yes.
Okay, Barbie, Grow Week is a series of presentations that's happening noon Eastern, 9 o'clock Pacific in the morning, all this week. And this is typical of the Isogenics formula, big event,
Okay.
followed by Grow Week, so that
Okay.
people implement a methodology, method of operation following the big event. So you don't walk away from the big event all thrilled, and then you wake up in the morning and go, now what?
Well, now, Fred, you don't have to do your post-convention wrap-up. It's done for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that, huh? That was always fun. Sunday morning after 3 days worth of convention, and then the Saturday night celebration, and I'm expected to talk for a few hours the following morning.
It was always good.
It was.
Oh,
It's
hey,
always good.
there's no doubt it was. I mean, I never remembered it, but
You started it. You didn't have to start till 11, so I was sleeping in.
well,
Right.
that was an Amy thing. She figured that one out right away.
Love those continental breakfasts.
Yeah, that helped a lot too. So
Hey,
anyway,
guys, who did that email?
A good video to send to people is Little Bottle of Amazing video for the new product.
and that's located.
Isogenicsgrow.com.
Isogenics Grow. We got another new website.
That has to do with this 12 o'clock thing.
You guys, I did not get an email.
Yeah, you did.
I'll find it and forward it to you, Barbie.
Thank you.
I
So-
just looked in all of my options.
Search.
Okay, Barbie, stay
Yes.
focused. Okay,
I
somebody's gonna send it to you. All right.
All
So-
right.
Grow Week. Thank you for saying that, Robin, because you took away the one thing on my list that I had to contribute. Grow Week. And those will be, there's no doubt in my mind there will be replays of them. I don't know if you can go to that isogenicsgrow.com website and just attend them. The email that I got said to register. And I registered for the first one, which was actually after it, was maybe midday today when I registered. and it brought up in the registration, okay, you're registered now, here's the link. So you may need to register. I don't know, Robin, did you register to get a link?
I
Or were
did.
you able? Okay, so you
I
may
did.
need to register to get those links. I don't know if you just go directly to it and get in yourself. Was it a webinar or a group meeting?
A Zoom.
The webinar, a Zoom, yes.
Okay, Zoom, but so it's gonna need a password.
Yeah.
The password is Isogenics.
Yeah, they're pretty good about that.
And
Um,
Barbie, you have the email. I've just forwarded it to you.
Okay,
And
So-
Fred's correct. It does say that you have to pre-register. And so go ahead and do that, and then you'll get the link.
Yeah,
thank
and
you.
I did not have time to do the rest when I realized there was a link, but it makes sense to go through the process each time, just so you're registered for each day and you got each one of those. How about the rest of the breakout sessions? Anyone in particular that was good for you?
I like the penny breakout as well. I'm still trying to master that. It's I know it's advantageous. It's just a matter of getting in and working with it. My concern though, and I don't know exactly, I'm sure it's something that I'm not doing, is nothing is that I'm familiar with. When I open my penny app, I can't see anything that I'm familiar with. So I don't think it's linking to I don't know, it's supposed to link somewhere to my Facebook account or my contacts in Facebook or where?
Right. And your phone.
Yes.
Okay,
It's wonderful.
Sync your contacts.
sync my contacts to Penny.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you can do that from within the Penny app.
okay,
And my experience, the little experience I have with Penny and the support is the support's really good.
It is.
Okay, if you go into the little chat person place and you need some help, I actually went and synced all of my social media contacts. That was a freaking zoo. It was a cowboy movie. Okay, Indians attacking, circle the wagons, protect the women and children. It was a nightmare. And so I had to get them to help me unsync, Instagram. I think the only thing I left was my phone contacts and Facebook, and I'm probably going to dump the Facebook contacts too, but they were able to help me undo that. But and there's been a couple other questions I asked them. So Ernest, if you get hung up, it should be fairly explanatory, because I was able to sync my contacts. I just made the mistake of syncing all my social media,
Right.
and 99% of that stuff I never set up my own social media. Somebody else set all those accounts up for me, and so I have no idea anything about that stuff. But the chat people should be very helpful with that.
Okay.
Yeah, and talking about the was there something in particular that intrigued you about the Penny app discussion breakout?
Well, I guess probably if I had something that stood out that I think is very important is obviously it's free, and you want everybody to have a Penny app that you're contacting with, so to get them up to speed. And of course, they have to have a Penny app for you to actually work the Step Up Penny app. That's the $11.99 a month to actually operate the that one section. I think it's called. Here, I got it in my notes, I think. Team care and team content. That's when you're really driving the entire opportunity of the application.
That's what the team, that you can help, where your up and coming leaders are, where you're
Declining and growing, yeah.
Yeah, and you can check in with your team through the app as well.
Right. Yeah, that was intriguing. That was good to know.
For what it's worth, Ernest, I mean, yes, they have a free version.
but you don't,
The only thing I do use Google Maps. I think that's one of the best free apps that's out there. but I don't think there's anything else like it. Okay. It's, it makes sense to me that they have the free app because, you may not be that actively engaged in your business, but you're getting real serious about this, Ernest. I think that there's when they started, I signed up and I paid the $11 and whatever it is, 95 cents.
$11.99.
$11.99 a month. Okay. It's a tax write-off.
Exactly.
The fun thing is that once I signed up for it, I don't notice it because it comes out of my credit card and I don't even pay the credit card. Okay. So out of sight, out of mind. The point being though, Ernest, is if you look at that, you're looking $12, $3 a week. $3 a week for a professional tool to run your business. And you're getting serious about this, Ernest. I've noticed you've gotten a couple of new customers recently. The fact of the matter is, and mark my words on this, okay? The singular, and I'm framing up what I'm going to be talking about tomorrow. I'm up again tomorrow for the Leaders Focus call. The bottom line is, honestly, this business is simple. I'm not saying it's simple to make, 500,000 a year, $1 million a year. Now you're doing something different. But you want to make 10,000 a month? The business is simple. Okay. It only boils down to, some real basic, simple things. How many people have you talked to? How many people have you followed up on? And how much have you driven in depth? If you get those things down and you do it consistently, I don't care if it's one reach out a day, one follow up a day, one downline contact a day. That's 3 calls. If you do those 3 things and you do it every single day, it's inevitable you will achieve a $10,000 a month income, a 6-figure income. It is inevitable. The only possible failure mechanism in that is the company. That's the only. Look at. If you talk to David Moses, how many companies has he gone through? This is his 9th or 10th build. How many of those companies that he wasn't successful in are still here? None of them. See, it had nothing to do with him. David is one of those guys. It's an OCD thing, okay? But he is going to hammer the deal till he's done. Now, he also had a lot of motivation, kind of like me, is he had to. He had no choice. In his particular situation, he had no choice but to be successful in multi-level marketing because it was like death in the immediate body to have to go back to the family business and admit to the family he failed and beg for his job back at the hardware store. He would rather die. So he had to do it. And so what did he do? He learned from, you guys know, gosh, I'm not gonna pull the guy's name. Young fella, one of the mentors. He's had him on his broadcast in the past. I don't know why I can't pull his name off the top of my head. This was a fella that was one of the youngest millionaires. I met him when he was 21. He was already a millionaire in my very first company. And that was his mentor. It was one of the reasons why when I heard David one time on a team call, I called him right up afterwards and said, dude, you were channeling Larry Thompson tonight. And that's when I found Dan McCormick. That's when I found out that one of his key mentors, trainers in the business is Dan McCormick. Where did Dan McCormick learn how to use it? The same place I learned how to do this. Okay. And it goes right back down to that basic thing. If you're doing those handful of things, 5 or 6 things that we do to create all of our success, and if you're doing a little bit of it and you're doing it every single day and you do it long enough, it's inevitable you're going to be successful. The only failure mechanism in there, so long as you've got everything else covered, your activities, I'm not saying you got to be good at it doing it. I'm just saying you got to do it. The only thing that you can't cover is the company. That's why this is such a great opportunity for everybody. Approaching 20-year-old company, close to what, is it over 400 millionaires or close to 400 millionaires? We had that question last week. Okay. They've paid out $3.5 billion in commissions, and they've never missed Commission Monday, not once. I think we got a pretty good ship to go crew on. And being successful is just those handful of things that I've been talking about. And so, don't worry about the stuff you don't know. Okay. Worry about the stuff that is within your control. And don't be that person that a year from now looks back and says, I could have had I done it. Be the one that looks back. Something else I'm going to talk about tomorrow. Every overnight success takes about 10 years.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It takes about 10 years to be an overnight success. I spent 2 years in my learning ground. Now, it was a good 2 years because I learned from the best. You look at all the top, network marketers out there, they were either trained by the people that trained me, or they were trained by people that were trained by the people that trained me, or they've learned the stuff from the people, that trained me. That's why so much of this stuff sounds familiar. We've got the opportunity of a lifetime here. And it would thrill me no end to see all of you take advantage of this. I see I'm at the end of my time. Grow Week, go back and refresh as much as you can from this event. It'll be all recorded. Donna, great to see you, my dear.
You too.
Give me a shout. Tell me what's going on.
Okay.
Okay? This is the right time.
Okay.
Time to do the deal. You're looking
Yeah.
good.
Oh, thank you.
All right, folks, gotta run. Good to see all of you.
Thank you,
Thanks
Paul.
for-
Fred, I got one question before you go. Are those original Zija cans in the background on your bookcase?
Yes.
I have one too.
Wow,
Let's
Wow.
see. Yeah, right there by this year.
that's historic.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's actually kind of cool. I've got that. Then I've got one of the little crystal awards or Chairman's Club is right
Yeah.
below it. It's a little glass can. Over there was a Chairman's Club or Diamond Success Team, whatever. That right there is an original Moringa painting that we got.
Yeah.
That I had framed. Yeah, good eyes, Ernest. Very good eyes, dude. Now, I ain't gonna open those cans because Lord knows it's probably pretty bad stuff by now.
Oh no, you remember they had the inside of the can, so they're good. Well, I mean, yeah,
Sure.
but you didn't even have to put them in the fridge.
Well,
That's good stuff.
They're not been in the fridge.
Oh,
All
that's
right, I
original.
gotta roll, guys. Good to see y'all.
Bye,
Thank
Fred.
you.
Thank you.
2
Thank
extra
you.
points for you, Ernest.
I was going to say something that really resonated with me, and I put here Chris. So I think it was whoever Chris was, a speaker, but said, I think that was a she. Well, anyway, that on their team, they refer to each other as influencers, not consultants.
And
And
some people use the word partner as well.
yeah, and it kind of, I don't know, that resonated with me. And that they had shared about embracing the sucks, and that fail means first attempt in learning. So I don't remember if you guys remember who that was, but I don't know. I guess that was just what I needed,
That's a great share because we all need to hear that. And you're right. It's like if you're if you fail, it means it means you have another opportunity to, you know, to come from your point of experience and move up.
Yeah, and I don't know. It just, I don't know. I don't know if I needed that or I needed to share it to somebody, but there were just, I'm looking forward to getting the rest of the breakout sessions, you know,
Yeah,
and
for sure.
going through those. And then somehow, I don't know how I missed out on that grow thing. But I looked and I don't have that email. So somehow I got missed. But
Or
since you
you-
sent it,
yeah.
I will take
You
advantage.
have it now.
Thank you. You guys
You're
keep me on
welcome.
track. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Hey, everyone.
Good
It was so
night.
nice to spend the time with you. We'll see you next
Good,
Monday.
nice to see everybody. Good to see
Thank
you,
you,
Donna,
guys.
Good
Have a
night.
good week.
and
Have a
Ernest, and
great
Barbie,
week.
and Brian, and Kate.
Yes.
Bye. I
Let's
gotta
do
try
it.
this.
Hey,
It
Robin.
works.
Hey, Robin.
Yes.
I have real bears that come in my yard.
Oh, cool.
They knock over my trash can. They're big.
This is actually a picture of Montana, and there really was a grizzly bear up that hill.
All right. Good
Well,
night.
Thanks,
Yeah, good
everybody.
night.
Good night.